Hello, learner number one. Thank you for coming to my office and me today. We're going to be talking about the grade that you get for the concept map of preterm labor. And I'm going to start by saying that I really love your concept map. It's very colorful, very vibrant and creative. And yeah, you definitely got the idea of what a concept map and what preterm labor is. But for now, we're going to go through the rubric, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I graded it. And I'm going to start by saying that for the deliverables of risk factors, clinical manifestations, pathophysiology, treatment, and nursing intervention, you got an exemplary 100% for all of them, as you exceeded proficiency evidence. Very clear, insightful, and you use industry language and medical terms. Great job. Well done on all of those deliverables. For the presentation and the articulation response part, I gave you a 90% proficiency. Again, you did really well. The only suggestions that I would give you is for the future, just try to summarize a little bit better when we talk about a concept map and you do the bubbles or the boxes. Just try to integrate the most important information, not so much information crapped up into each box, because then you lose interest of some of the readers. So once you summarize a little bit better, you're able to do a bigger font and it's easier to read too, okay? For the scholarly sources, you were supposed to incorporate two of them and I only see one. And so you get a 70% it's improvement for that. Just make sure there are for the future two scholarly resources that are published within the 5 years too, okay? And for the APA style, you forgot to add the citations in each box for the future. Just do the citation from where you're getting the information from. That's important to do that so too. So you got a 0 for that. But overall, you did great. Your grade is 90.5. Again, you did a wonderful job. I really enjoyed your concept map. Just for the future, just make sure you include the scholarly resources and the APA format, a little bigger font, a little more concise information. But you did great. If you have any questions and any comments, just make sure you approach me. You know my office hours and my email too. Okay. Thank you for coming today. Now, for learner number two, thank you for coming to my office to meet me today. We're going to be talking about the grade that you got for your concept map. And I'm going to start by saying that I like the idea of your concept map. It's very clean, neat, very simple. I love the pastel colors and the connections are really nice too. But we're going to go through the rubric now, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I graded it. I'm going to start by saying the deliverables of risk factors, treatment, and nursing intervention. You get a 90% proficient. You did a great job summarizing all of those deliverables, and you get a 90. Unfortunately, for the clinical manifestations and the pathophysiology, you get a 0 as they were both missing. Just make sure you add them next time. Just go through the rubric so next time so you know that you add every deliverable and you're not missing any elements. For the presentation and articulation of the response, I gave you a 70%, it's improvement. And I'm going to tell you why. Unfortunately, you use cursive font, and even though it's very elegant and clean, it's hard to read, and not everyone can read it. So for concept map, PowerPoint presentations, and everything that's visually creative, we try to avoid cursive font. Again, it's really hard to read, so just stick with script for next time. Also, you have a couple of grammatical errors, starting with the title of hemorrhage is misspelled. So make sure for the next time you use a spelling check. You really want to avoid any grammatical errors. And for the scholarly resources, you were supposed to cite two of them that were published within the past 5 years, and I don't see any of them. Also, the APA format. For the next time in the bubbles, just add a little bit of a citation of where you're getting the information from. You didn't do that this time. So overall, your grade is a 51, which is not a passing one. So I'm going to give you a chance to resubmit the concept map. I'm going to give you a week to do so. Don't despair. You have a great beginning. Again, I love your concept map. do exactly the same as it is, leave it exactly the same as it is, just add the bubbles that you're missing, right? The clinical manifestations and the pathophysiology part. Change the font from a cursive to script and add the scholarly resources, okay? And make sure after you're done, do a spelling check so everything is well done grammatically, okay? But overall, you did good. Again, concept map idea, it's really nice. I love it. Just do this couple of changes. Make sure you don't do cursive, the scholarly resources, and add the deliverables you're missing, and you're gonna do great. If you have any questions, you know my office, you know my hours. You also have my email, so don't hesitate to contact me. And just again, you have one more week to resubmit it. Thank you for meeting with me today.